Welcome to Modesto Area Spotlight.
Welcome to Modesto Area Spotlight. I'm Tasha Wilson. Today we're at Graffiti USA Classic Car Museum, and we're going to have a look around, show you some of these cars today. Come on.
It's here to stay, a hit will never die, a hit was meant to be that way.
Again, we're here at the Graffiti USA Classic Car Museum show today. I'm here with Rodney, and behind me we have these beautiful vehicles that happen to belong to him. Tell me a little bit about these cars and when you first got them.
Okay, the Mercury is a 1956, and I bought it in 2017 from a lady, and her husband was deceased 7 years before that, but she decided it was time for her to sell the car, and I bought it from her. When we took it home and started investigating it after I'd bought it, there was a lot of rust, because it's set outside all the time. So there was a lot of repairs, a lot of body work that had to be done. We got that done. A fellow by the name of John Peterson did the body work on it, and they had it painted. We've had it upholstered done, and I had it at the Del Rio car show recently, but this is really it's its second outing, so to speak.
Now, I do have a question about the beautiful colors, the orange and the white. Were those the original colors?
They were, and it's called persimmon and white. And Mercury had one that was kind of a turquoise and white, and maybe a blue and white, but the persimmon was really a popular color. So, and I have brochures and stuff that show the color. And so we went right back to the original colors on the car.
That's incredible. Now this car behind us, this beautiful red Buick. Tell me a little bit about it.
It's a 1962 Buick Skylark, and this was Buick's example of sizing down. And there's a Buick over there that's 3 times as big, but this was Buick's example of how to make a little smaller car. I bought one of these brand new in 1961 when my wife and I got married. And we used it to go to college, go to school, so forth. But it was a hardtop. But I always said, someday I'm going to have a Buick Skylark convertible. So I found the 62 Buick Skylark convertible, and I've owned it for about almost a year. But it's a very original car that's never been repainted, never been reupholstered. So you look at it, it's got lots of nicks and scratches, but it's original. So that's what's 60 years of age, looking good. So
looking great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for talking to us about this.
Just you watch my friend, rock and roll is here to stay. We don't care what people say. Rock and roll is here to stay. Rock and roll will always be. I dig it to the end. A hell no damn history. Just you watch my
I'm here with Jeff, and he's the owner of these 2 beautiful cars behind me, the yellow and the black one. They're tribute cars for the film that we all know, American Graffiti. Jeff, I just want to know what excites you about what's going on here today.
Just what I can do for the museum and the movie, and show people these cars. We love doing this, and we love driving the cars, and and like to share the cars with people. And when they look at that movie and then they come here and see them, even though they're tribute, they're very, very close, and so they're excited.
Did you purposely get tribute cars to recreate the film? Like, were you a big fan of the film American Graffiti?
Yes, and I started with the black one and started building it and started changing it, and all of a sudden I could see where it would have an advantage to be a tribute car for American Graffiti. And then I had a chance to buy the yellow one, and then my wife said, when you buy the yellow one, you need to sell your other car. But she said, you need to buy that car and keep them together.
That's fantastic. It's too bad she can't be here to see you on TV, but she'll see you at home.
You would have her with me because she's just a little teeny blonde girl like this, and we raise service dogs for the disabled.
That's incredible for the disabled. So could you talk a little bit about that? I know this is American Graffiti, but I love when people are helping people. So let me know a little bit about that.
Yes, we raise dogs for Canine Companions. They're in Santa Rosa, and they're for all the disabilities except for the blind. And we're on our 28th dog.
That is incredible. Thank you so much for letting me talk to you today, and thanks for bringing these beautiful cars out for the tribute. And it's just incredible to have them here. Thank you.
Just rock on, everybody rock. Will always be, it'll go down in history. Rock and roll will always be, it'll go down in history. Everybody rock, everybody rock, everybody rock, everybody rock. Rock on.
We're here at Graffiti USA Classic Car Museum. Here next to me is Professor Wes Page of Modesto Junior College, who happens to be in charge, owner, runner, representative.
What's my title? I'm the vice president, first vice president of the Radio Museum. We have a board of about 8 people, and our goal is to make this space into an actual 1960s radio studio. And
You mean you want to redo the whole thing, like where you walk in and you feel like you're in a period piece?
Absolutely, that's the goal, and we have all the equipment, or not all the equipment, we have a lot of equipment. We have turntables and even the transmitter from KTRB. We have all manner of things in storage in various places around Modesto.
That is incredible.
It will be, but first of all, we need to do some fundraising so that we can actually build the structure that will serve as our home. But it's such an exciting thing that we are all just really pulling to make this happen.
Fantastic. So how did this come about? Did this start at Modesto Junior College, the vision, or how did you get the vision to do it?
16 years ago, Cal Proviance, who was a well-known radio personality here in Modesto, he and about, I'm not sure how many people, but we had a board organized. We got our nonprofit status. And this has always been our goal, is to have an actual brick and mortar museum. We actually had at one time the KTRB studios that was going to be our home for our museum. But then the economy took a downturn and we lost that option. So all these years we've been an online museum, and we have a wonderful website that ModestoRadioMuseum.org. And it has a wealth of fun information, videos, audio recordings, anything about radio. It's really fun. But we still have that dream, and in keeping with 9 of our, in fact, there's a quick, no, that's our board, I'm sorry. 9 of our original board members have passed away, and so we want to honor their memory by making this their dream and our dream become a reality. So it's going to take some fundraising, but we're hoping to do it.
Just out of curiosity, is one of the members that you just mentioned, would it be John Chappelle?
Absolutely. He was our president when, unfortunately, when he passed away. But he was so active, and the passion for making an actual museum was so alive with him that we want to keep that dream alive as we endeavor to make this museum come to fruition. So
it's like full circle for me. The very first time that I was involved in kind of entertainment a little bit with radio, he got me my first radio spot. I was doing a commercial for the theater on McHenry. I can't even remember it right now. The name of the movie theater, the Signature Theater. That's not what it was called when I was young, though. Yeah, on Briggsmore. Okay, yeah. And so he got me my first radio gig, and he was like, "You have a voice for radio. You should do radio." And so here I am doing video, but I loved radio too, and that's where I remember you from when I was young.
He was such an encourager of students, and he was responsible for a lot of people getting involved in radio. Mike Novak, who has become a nationally known personality. Shotgun Tom Kelly. We all went to a radio school together to learn how, so that we could get our first-class license, which is a requirement to work in a powerful radio station. And he helped Shotgun earn his first-class license because he was struggling with some of the mathematics and stuff. He encouraged him, and he is now on XM radio. I mean, he's a well-known radio personality. Has a Walk of Fame star in Hollywood, and John Chappelle is just really has been such a positive influence. So we want to keep the dream alive and make this a reality.
Thank you again, Mr. Page, and we'll make sure that Modesto knows all about ModestoRadioMuseum.org. And if you would like to contribute and help out with their cause and with this radio creation that they're going to be doing here in Modesto, please go to their website and find out how you can do so. Thank you again, Mr. Page.
Thank you.
Everybody rock and roll. Everybody rock and roll. Everybody rock and roll. Everybody rock and roll. Rock on. Everybody rock and roll. Rock and roll is here to stay. It will never die. It was meant to be that way. Although I can